It was on Alan's show, The Potential Problems, on Saturday, was it? Yeah, that's when they go live.
Yeah, Saturday, yep.
These guys are awesome, Alan and John, and the guest was cool, too, Tito. And I was just thinking, I wanted to get into the William Knock Knock jokes, because that was one of his first Knock Knock jokes, was Knock Knock.
Who's there?
Chicken.
Chicken who?
Tito! He would just scream that.
Yeah, Tito's.
Funniest fucking thing in the world, and he didn't know what it meant. I didn't know. It was just funny. Tito's.
Tito's.
Fucking amazing, but
Wow.
But the one guy, the producer, or whatever he is, the camera boy, I don't know. Cameron's his name. Not to be confused with Cameron Reedy, who's on later, who's a fucking amazing comedian. But this little baby boy, he did not like us.
No.
And I'll play the clip. It's 8-minute clip, but... And if you want me to pause it or something, go ahead. And yeah, like Alan explained, like, you know, the whole background when he first called into us. He said it. He's like, I was a cunt to them, and I'll just play it. He goes in very nicely.
There's so many podcasts out there. How are we going to set ourselves apart differently?
We just did.
Yeah, we just watched some dumb lady wreck her car.
No, it's a fucking great video.
What's your
Four
rate of
dudes
con?
talk, riffing, and watching videos.
I think
Well,
that's newsworthy.
it's funny because I've been, this last couple of weeks I've been increasing my Twitter following by following a bunch of other people, and then every once in a while you get a residual follow back and stuff like that. And I've been following a lot of these podcast pages. And I started looking at them, and some of them, it just sort of leads me to believe that it's a very saturated market. And as we just said, we need to set ourselves apart a little differrums.
And I'd say 98%
from
suck for the most
such
part.
podcasts like Get Into Character, which is two people are your hosts for a nerdy thrill ride to get your eardrums questioning its existence. So it's one of those really existential, brainy ones.
Ugh.
They set themselves apart different. Here in a few minutes, actually, we're going to have somebody from the Robin Slim Show.
That's what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah!
Set yourself apart from. That's kind of where you were going with
That's
that, right?
the...
Yeah. You have to really
God.
sort of...
You don't like us.
what these guys do is they're a 4-hour sort of talk show format for radio, except they use 4 hours.
That's a guess.
A week. But what they do is they do like an hour alone, and then each 30 minutes after that they have someone call up and they interview.
Cool.
So it's sort of different. They get a lot of different people.
They have some pretty famous people, right?
Yeah, Mike Bichetti called. Stuttering John
Mike
from
Bichetti
Howard
did
Stern.
Not call is us.
I know
he
couldn't
he
couldn't figure out Skype.
He blew us off the second time, too.
So I found these guys found me on Twitter about back in May, and then said, "Hey, would you want to call up to interview?" I was like, "Okay, whatever." And then we ended up taking a break from the podcast for a while. So when the call was scheduled, I still called up. And then I sort of questioned how they seemed very similar to a certain radio show that was broadcast on Sirius XM.
So
I was being a cunt to them,
you subtly
saying you're ripping them off. Yeah.
Oh, good move.
Yeah. So that was the basis of all that. Then the next day they say call back. We work it all out, and we're good now. Cameron still doesn't like them because he listens to the same radio show. And he just completely doesn't agree with.
There's reasons. It got to be good, right?
Right.
Of course.
What is it at this point? I don't get it.
It's just a giant ripoff of O&A.
Pause.
Really?
How is
Pause.
it? See, they're
Fuck you, Cameron. Fuck you.
His guest makes a great point, too, about that.
Right.
He said everybody does it. I remember Patrice O'Neill back in the day. When he was still alive, he was on, and he said to them, you guys have a lot of babies out there, meaning... There's a lot of podcasts that do that. And he's like, I got some babies out there, comedians, Joe Rogan, who was it, Tony Dollar we talked to. He's like, I model mine after Joe Rogan's.
The thing that O&A kind of made big was Hangout Radio.
Style.
That's just...
Well, that's cool. Why would you not want to do that? Because they even said, and I've heard comedians from, that would go on their shows, they go on other shows. Oh, do the bit, do your act, and it's just hard. It's weird, they're on the spot. They just want to talk and hang, and they put them in. And I've heard really funny comedians have real shitty interviews because of that kind of shit, where they don't do that shit.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if you want me to get into it now, but I know why he thinks we're O&A ripoffs, and I can explain everything.
Yes.
I don't know if you want to wait or if you want me to break it down right now.
I'm Italian. I got a nice dick.
That, no.
You're kind of gay, like Opie.
Right. I like Opie.
Executive intern. They did have an executive intern once.
Yeah.
Sorry. And Okay.
What it was when we had first talked to Alan, maybe like the week before, we were
yeah.
supposed to have this guy on named Ecker.
Yeah, Edgar.
He was like a barbecue guy who had like a white appreciation day.
So yeah.
Oh,
we're-
yeah, I
And
remember
everybody
that
said he
guy.
was racist for that.
Right,
But he was
yeah.
a Mexican. He was like Puerto Rican or Mexican.
Yeah.
And he's
I
like,
remember
well, what's
that.
wrong with it? You know, it was just silly. It was
So he was
silly.
supposed to call him, but he doesn't call.
He didn't call.
So
Lady
then-
Trucker called. I
Well,
think.
no, it wasn't
Or-
Lady Trucker first.
Oh, okay.
One of our friends called. Now, I have to say,
Truckers.
we didn't
Oh,
tell him to call.
Yeah.
These are people who are listening to the show. I didn't text this guy and say, hey, you should call and do this. No. He calls up,
As
and
Jimmy's
he's
character,
doing
Edgar.
one of Jim Norton's characters, Ecker Mellencamp.
But as racist Edgar.
As
Like,
racist Ecker Mellencamp.
because the other guy was
and now
racist than Edgar.
we're fans of O&A, and we're
it's
like,
funny.
cool, and it's funny,
Yeah.
so we let him on.
Yeah.
And while he's talking, Lady Trucker, who, again, I didn't tell to call into the show, Rob
No.
didn't tell her to call in, she's listening, and decides, hey, I want to interact with this Jim Norton character impersonation. So she calls in and starts interacting with him.
Yeah.
And as fans, we go with it.
It's funny,
And,
yeah,
and
it's funny as
interact with
fuck.
it. Now, yeah, and we thought it was like a lot of fun, so I put the clip up on YouTube. And that's what this kid saw. He saw that and just figured that we were, like, I guess, trying to get big off of Jim Norton's characters.
Even
trying
Alan, when
to
he
use
called,
their
he was like,
material.
why was he doing an Edgar or something? We explained
Yeah,
it
well-
to him, and he was like, oh, that's...
Well,
that's
because
like-
originally he had called in when he first came on. He called in swinging at us, like.
Alan.
He told
Yeah.
me, too, that it was really that other dude that had the major
Yeah.
problem with us back then. He was just,
Dude, that.
So and again, and it wasn't. We didn't put that up. We didn't put that up on YouTube, thinking like, oh, O&A fans are gonna check this out and be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh, you know, this is cool because it's like something I would hear on O&A. That wasn't the case at all. We did it because we thought it was fun. And again, we didn't plan it. We didn't tell the kid to call in as Ecker. We didn't tell Lady Trucker to call in. They just did it. And
They're
that's
doing
it.
different
That's why
stuff.
he's
They're
pissed
doing
off
different
about
stuff.
it.
It'd be shorter if you said, like, if you listed things that is not like Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
There's only so
It's a
many
talk
types
show.
of things.
It's
Yeah,
not even around
exactly.
anymore. But
Like it's how you inject your personality into it, and like
Yep.
people care enough about you as a person. I mean, there's other people that are doing O&A
a
format
guess.
stuff. Like, have you heard of the podcast Race Wars?
Yeah.
Fantastic! It's so much fun.
That's
Well, it
literally
doesn't
by
count
the-
because they use it in their old. They do it in their old studio.
Yeah, but like it's like they have the blessing.
Yeah.
I haven't
It's a
listened to
difference
too
if
much
you had,
O&A.
like, if you're like hanging out with O&A and actually had like credentials and everything, but if you're just like four fucking lonely ass.
four lonely ass.
I love
Four lonely ass. And what did they have? They had four guys hanging out talking. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
like I said, I do like the show. And if I had credentials or whatever with O&A, I fucking used to work at the Rat, and they were having it was an epic fucking gig. They used to call it the Road Show before they did the Traveling Virus, which was a big comedy show they got together. They had the Road Show, and they went to Asbury Park to the Stone Pony. And they were having their road show there. The Stone Pony was packed to capacity. They fucking ran out of beer that day, and I was working at the Rat. I'm like, I want to go. I want to go. I just went to the Rat. I got a van on my own. I got T-shirts, fucking matchbooks, fucking everything, fucking beach balls. I blew them up. I was throwing them out to their crowd. I was throwing the Rat T-shirts out to the crowd. My one boss's roommate was there, and he called my boss, and my boss was like happy as hell that I was doing that. I fucking hung out with all of them, all the guys. I had a beer with them. I fucking I interviewed with them when they were on XM. They wanted me as it was with Steve C when he was still alive. They wanted me as an intern. I just couldn't do it with the commute. I couldn't find anywhere up there to stay, like with a buddy or anything like that. And then a couple months later, they used to be on FM and XM. And the first 2 or 3 hours of the show, I think 2 hours, they did on K-Rock. In Howard's old studio, and then they would do a walkover from there to XM, and they would mic that, and they would broadcast that, and then they would go to XM and do 2 more hours there, and they would meet fans on the walkover and shit. So me and one of my buddies was home on leave from the military at the time. We fucking were going up for the walkthrough, but we were late because of New York City traffic and all that shit. So I knew where the fucking place was because I interviewed there. So we just went in the building, signed in, went up to the floor, and Club Soda Kenny was coming out. I'm like, Kenny, I was like, we missed a walkover. But is there any way we could sit right outside? Because I knew from interviewing there, right outside they had a couch. And you could hear in the whole, even though they were in a studio, you could hear and speak through speakers on the couch. You could hear the show. So I'm like, can we just sit there maybe and like check the show out live? And he said, hold on. He got Master Poe out, who was their security guy. And he came out. He patted us down. He fucking let us in. He let us sit there. fucking laughed the whole time, the whole XM side of the show. And, not that they know me by name or thanked me or anything, but a couple weeks later they started the live studio audience. They put bleachers where that couch was.
You were like the
I
inspiration.
don't know,
for the
but we were
live
there. We were
studio.
laughing. They saw that we were like digging it, and maybe they had a plan before that. I'm not claiming that I fucking invented anything. But they fucking, like I said, maybe 2-3 weeks later they started the live studio audience.
Opie and Anthony, the poor lonely guy.
What the fuck? And then, I think there was one of the, and our national anthem, I guess our country's, entirely hacks, because the national anthem was an English drinking song, the music.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Nothing's
exactly.
fucking, everything's been done before. You fucking
And not
prick
only,
hipster.
not only what else
And they're
pisses me
doing
off-
hangout radio too. Like
Exactly.
you said, they're doing the same thing.
What pissed me off about him is I don't care that he doesn't like the show. That's okay. You're allowed to not like the show. What pissed me off about this motherfucker is that he started talking shit about us on live radio, and then when you came on as a guest, he completely fucking disrespected
Yeah, he
you.
disrespected.
So
He
fuck
threw
him.
the headphones, which was another black girl bit. Black girl back in the day.
Oh, Cameron, what are you doing? ripping
Opie and
people
Anthony
off?
and Ron and Fez threw his headphones, threw mics, and stormed off.
Four lonely guys, you don't.
I'm sorry, that bit's been done before too, buddy.
And four lonely guys, you don't know us. You don't know
Exactly.
anything about. Who are you to say that?
Did he get to it yet? We're now.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he did. I'll play it too. Oh.
Okay.
What?
They're fans of them. They're cool with us, Cameron. They're cool with us. They're cool with me, definitely. You still have a problem with them.
4
very
hours
cool with them.
and
I'm
of
very
just
cool.
pure rip-off of O&A.
Cameron,
It's not
what do you think
pure.
this is?
You watched one. You watched a few clips online, which are isolated.
A lot of their clips.
What's a lot of our
No,
clips?
no, you didn't.
You hear that, guys? You watched a lot of your clips.
No,
He's giving
They're even putting him in his place.
but then he's complaining.
Oh, he said give us
So
one of our
he
5
is really
views.
like a dissatisfied viewer.
Yeah, you know
For
what?
some reason, I think it's unbiased or it's biased though.
It's good for them, if they can take a work of art and then just literally copy it.
It's got a lot of
copying
energy.
it. They're
And I
doing different.
know,
They're
Robbie
doing video.
thing
They're
about
doing
art
30-minute interviews with people as opposed to just having certain people in for an entire 4 hours, going to broadcast at someone else's place for a while.
And on top of that,
wants to talk
like
to
the cry of
Then why do so many people call
is-
them if no one
is
wants to talk to them?
Empty.
Because they remind them of O&A.
But
His
that's
logic
like,
is
hold on,
flawless.
pause that because right
Exactly.
before
Are you
that,
fucking-
right before that, he actually says, "Oh, nobody wants to talk to them," and Alan's like, "Well, people do want to talk to them. Why do people talk to them? Oh, because they." So you fucking just like already
He
found
already,
yourself
he
just.
already neutralized his own argument.
Yeah.
Can I
Just an
interject
idiot.
something here about this I and his flawless logic? I just want to say one thing, okay? Now, this will probably surprise a lot of people. I've never once listened to O&A.
Neither has Pete.
No,
Never
I
once.
I listened to them like once in a while.
Never once.
But I mean, I loved every minute
I
of
cannot
it.
say anything about O&A. I don't know
Yeah.
anything about them. So if you want to say I'm just an O&A ripoff,
Right.
go ahead. I've
Where-
never seen
There
them.
is
I've
Bearded
never
Mike.
seen
I fucking ripped off Bearded Mike. I'm like, Mike, you have a beard. You want to be on my show?
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
that's right. I
You
remember
need a
that
bearded
guy.
Mike.
Yeah, there you go.
Gay purple and pink shirt with a cat guy. And Slamborghini.
Yeah, they're all ripoffs.
Yeah.
And,
Oh.
Rob. Yeah, Rob. That's
Oh, dude, you're totally ripping
totally
off.
unoriginal. Fuck.
We don't. How do you rip somebody off for 4 hours? Like,
Somebody
you
else
can't
might
do
have
it.
these boxers.
Yeah.
I'm
you know.
sorry. Sorry.
Can you
Yeah,
rip them off?
I'm the only guy who's ever had a Yankees hat.
Can you rip the boxers off?
Fuck
That'd be-
yeah!
There we go.
Give me some scissors.
But I gotta add to what Mike said too. Like the only.
No, you don't.
I listened. To, yes, I do. I do. Oh,
He's
no.
got to get his point out.
I
Damn
got
it.
it. I only listened to O&A from January 2014 to when Anthony was fired. I was only a couple
yeah.
months, and that's it. I've never listened to anything before
Yeah, and
that.
I would only listen
you know.
to it when I was in the car with my dad or my uncle.
Jerking
That's
off?
it, ever.
So I wouldn't.
fuck
jerking
yeah.
off
and I don't
to the
listen.
rich sound of Jimmy's voice.
And I don't listen to any shows really at all right now. So like I wouldn't know how to rip anybody off.
Exactly. Never once listened to any of that.
Shut the fuck up, cat.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Nobody
walk
asked
you
you
off.
anything.
Yeah, he's like I'm.
Let him fiddle with the camera.
And my
Maybe,
dad
maybe
told
put
me
the
to
action
stop.
camera on the cat.
Yeah. Or the litter box.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm just waiting on the call at this point. Yo,
And then I didn't call right away. Yeah, I edited it because I was a little pissed. I'm like, I got to go outside for a minute and cool off. So, I don't know how many minutes went by, but I cut that out.
hey,
Oh
Rob,
wait,
what's up,
Paul's
dude?
right there. they actually, before that, they started ripping apart Pete's favorite movie.
Oh yeah, The Fifth Element. It was mostly Cameron too. He was like,
Yeah.
They were talking about too, and I'm with Alan on this. I'm with Alan on this. That's why I would have liked to let it play, but it was one clip. But Cameron, that's why he had me call in. It was partially because he keeps bugging Alan to watch
Fight Club.
and I'm with him on that. If you didn't see it originally, like. I'm more of that with like series and shit, and like same with having like you can sit down and binge watch. I know, but I don't do that. And like I know like even my mom and my buddy Ricky from Two Broke Gamers back when 24 was on. Oh, you gotta watch it. But it only been like it'd been on 2 or 3 seasons at that point. I'm like I didn't watch it from the beginning. I'm not gonna watch it. And Alan's like I didn't watch the movie when it came out, so I don't want to watch it. But he keeps being a cunt about it. It keeps fucking hassling him.
I liked Fight Club enough to like buy it on DVD, but it's not my favorite movie.
It's a good movie, but yeah.
I watched it like once or twice.
I've never actually watched it.
I'm not gonna push it on you, Mike. You know, I'm not gonna.
You're oppressing me.
Yeah.
Way to rip off O&A by oppressing me.
And like,
So yeah, it's Rob from the Rob and Slim Show. Cameron just threw his headphones
Oh,
down. He's like,
Big
"Fucking
Dad.
yeah, this is ridiculous. He's being a fucking child. What's going on, Rob?"
Pussy Willow.
Yeah, come at me.
No, he's leaning back. He threw his headphones off, and he's like got this fucking smirky look on his face, like he just wants nothing to do with it.
Like he's so high above us.
Oh man, I'm sorry, dude.
Don't be sorry. Don't be
I
sorry.
love you guys too, man. This is the second week I checked you guys out. You guys are fucking awesome.
They are good.
Thank you.
They are good.
So yeah, I was explaining how you guys found me on Twitter a while back. Then I called up, did the show. I was a cunt. We worked it out, and so we were just sort of on the topic of how people set themselves apart differently, and then Cameron thinks you don't set yourselves apart differently. And I was trying to explain, no, it is different.
He's very original.
Yeah, he is.
The camera fiddler.
The camera fiddler.
We could get Chris to do the same.
Cameron, stop complaining.
Oh man.
Anyway, so you guys have been doing that for you've been doing that show for how long?
Doing that, fucking just over a year now. A year in August, so.
Yeah, but you guys were doing something different a while back before that, right?
Yeah, we had another show with Slim's cousin, but he was a real douchebag, and we booted him. So we did that show, I think, at least 6 months before that.
What's the biggest douchebag? Hey, John Cuellar here, co-host of Potential Problems podcast. What's the biggest douchebag thing he did, if you could please tell us? Because I'm trying to compare it to some of Alan's douchebaggery.
No, he was just really racist. He just sat there for the most part. He wouldn't fucking add anything to the show. He would just look at his Facebook, and then once in a while he'd drop the N-word, dude. Like, Alan, what's wrong with you, man? Like, that's all you ever said. Or we'd be watching a video, and he would just be like, whoa. That's all he would add. Like, whoa. And he was supposed to run our social media, and he didn't do shit. He was supposed to start the Facebook page. He never did that. I did that. He was supposed to do the Twitter. He never did that either, so.
Okay, I asked for one thing, but that's way too
It's a laundry list. You can't just have one thing.
So, did you do anything for your big year anniversary?
Shit, I don't think so. We just had our 50th show, though.
And did you do something for like a special 50th show, like something, I don't know?
The lady trucker calling.
Oh, that's what it was.
The lady trucker calling.
We made him make a superhero costume, and they thought porn music.
Can you pause it real quick?
Yeah, somebody's like, we need fight music. I'm like,
Lady Trucker hasn't called in like maybe the past 3 or 4 shows, and like when she did, again, we never told her to. She just was listening and decided to call in, and we talked to her for a couple minutes. It wasn't a Opie and Anthony bit. It was just somebody who we talked to once as fans of Opie and Anthony.
She's called regularly. We have talked, but
like.
We
But yeah, but
talked to Big
obviously
Ed,
that's how you know he's not.
We talked to Stalker Patty.
He doesn't listen to any of our shows
He
because
even had
she
some guy
hasn't
from
been.
Howard
She hasn't
Stern,
called
too.
at all. So
Yeah, we had and I think like I said, I don't know if I said it on the show, but recently, like some of our followers and listeners and all that have been
also-
Howard fans too.
yeah.
I think we get both. We
I
get
like
a
Howard.
balanced audience.
Yeah, really.
Howard back in the day was fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude, I used to get up and watch his TV show when I was a kid.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
on-
so was funny.
On
man.
E, right? On
Yeah.
I
We
remember.
used to watch it at my buddy Kenny's house.
I wanted to say too, like the times I've heard Lady Trucker on Opie and Anthony, we treat her completely different than
Yeah.
they treat her.
We have a lot of the guests, a lot of the people, the regular whack pack, whatever they you call them. But yeah. Let's see. Oh, Alan. Let's see. Oh my God, he's loving this segment. He said, oh my God, I'm loving this segment. And Jules said, yeah, great fucking segment. I love you guys. All right, there's a few minutes left.
Okay, I got some music, and I just started playing fucking porn music.
I got really freaked out a few weeks ago
I didn't
when
know porn
when
music was a genre.
porn music is a genre.
Fuck, dubstep is a genre.
Fall Guy.
I got really freaked out
You're
when
supposed to take a shit on the floor. Oh, I'm sorry.
You were supposed to take a shit on the
I
floor.
got really freaked out when Slim was doing his scene recreation from Silence of the Lambs.
Like everybody did.
Yes.
I couldn't even stand in the picture with him, bro. It was so
It's still the
fucking
best picture ever, though.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
I was trying to look.
Holy shit.
I was trying to look uncomfortable too.
So what was the whole point of getting him to do the karaoke that night anyways?
Thank you,
Was
brother.
it like he's not really... Because he doesn't seem the most outgoing.
Alan's good on picking that up too.
He wants to be more. That was part of it. And when my sons were up over the summer, one of our kids shows, my son William wanted Slim to sing, and he wouldn't. So then he said,
Who cares? Yeah.
So we put it to a vote.
Who gives a shit?
Pause it again.
And
No.
that song won, but
Guys.
everyone-
Everything he's saying, like, intentionally, like, mumbling it, like, not literally, like, he's saying,
Yeah,
stop.
yeah.
Like,
I
he's
didn't
not
really
calling
pick
you
up
out
much
on
of that
anything.
on the phone,
Yeah.
like because
Yeah.
and I was also on
passive-
Alan's phone because he was having trouble with Skype, and I talked to him after that show, and I from what I know, because I'm not good like you with this shit. Hey.
Is that Dave?
Dave
Hey,
Hodge.
Dave Hodge.
But I just told him like what little I knew external sound card. What's up, brother? Oh,
Yeah, I'll move down.
and
All right.
and oh, thank you, Pete. What
You can sit here, bro.
just a little bit I knew with the external sound card. He said, from that, now I know what to do. And he, because I told him, I said I could have Slim call you or talk to you. And he's like, I think I got it from what you just told me.
Awesome. That's fucking cool.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but Karen's just being passive aggressive.
So yeah, I
the
really
whole
couldn't
time,
hear
like-
because like I said, I was on Alan's cell phone on speaker, and like I could hear some of the stuff, but he was just muttering.
Yeah. Why didn't he then tell Alan, like, give me that fucking phone? I'm gonna, like, go after this guy.
That's
like,
it. Come at me, dude. Yeah, don't fucking. Oh, I got it. My bad. So yeah, let's just play out
I wanted to see him do the Silence
the
of the
rest of
Lambs
my.
shit. So he just combined them.
That's great.
Jesus Christ.
I tried patching it up with the dude.
The show's like ADD. Like, it's just all over the place, man. Like,
So what do you guys have planned for, like, any crazy stuff coming up?
Nothing.
I don't know about that. I think he's gonna trick or treat. He's gonna trick or treat as a caveman. Somebody wanted to see that. And but this month we have live guests. Like starting this week coming up, we have Dave Hodge. He's a comedian.
Dave Hodge!
He'll be in live.
Just sat down on
Next week we
Tuesday.
got some pretzel guy. He makes pretzels for hangovers. And then my one buddy, Con Sweetie, he's a rapper. He'll be in the last week of the month. So the rest of this month we got live guests.
See, the trick for the caveman Halloween costume is when you knock on the door, you beat the woman over the head who answers it.
I like that. I like grabbing the hair too.
That's the treat.
You club her over the head.
I wanted to do more man on the street shit too. Just like ask, just go to everybody. Just ask like, you want to meet the love of your life or something? Just the same question over and over again to everybody he comes across.
Yeah. Well, wait, say what?
When can people hear your show?
Oh, we're on Wednesday, 5:30 usually start, but I always advertise 6 to 10. And you can find us on Twitter at Robin Slim, at Robin Slim Show, something like that. And then that's got all our links on there.
Yeah, I was outside.
Right on, man. Well, cool. Thanks for calling in, man.
All right, thanks for having me, guys.
And then hopefully Cameron will get over his issue.
Nah, he's not going to get over his feminine
You have him
issues.
on our show, bro.
Cameron, you should call their show.
Me? No.
Me,
Yeah.
no, man, too much. It's too much testosterone.
Love you, Cameron.
Rob.
We should have a hug out.
hug out.
Yeah, with your pants down and your underwear off.
Let's have a hump off.
Do some docking.
We had the same grandfather.
I said that's the only way to do it. That's what my grandfather told me.
Get Edgar in.
Hey, did you
I
hear
get
it?
Edgar,
Hey,
man.
yeah, Edgar, we did
You
once.
have a good one.
That fucking happened once, and we didn't plan it, dickhead.
That's it.
But I gotta piss.
Dave Hodge is in the studio, and
Dave
he's fucking got a clipboard with him, man. This is
Oh.
hardcore.
Fuck yeah.
All right, we're gonna take.
I
a
don't
quick
even
break
have a
then, or-
clipboard, and I need one of these.
Yes.
I'm already at the end of our 2-year planner. I didn't, it hasn't been 2 full years, but this fucking piece of shit's done in a month. God, a month or 2.
That means you're
So-
doing good planning ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Planning for my future.
So it keeps it great.
And I'm buying high and selling low.
Any more comments on Cameron before we?
Jules said hi, Dave.
Hello, Jules.
Anybody got anything else to
I
say?
got nothing. I'm
all
not
I
gonna
got-
waste any.
My only thing was
Yeah,
the
fuck
whole. I caught the end of it because I finally got some signal once I got by the exit here for some reason.
Right.
I mean, I'm old, so I remember Howard when he first came on NBC. If you remember.
WNBC.
WNBC. Yeah, I remember because my dad had a good work ethic. I had to go work on a loading dock with him during the summer when I was in like 8th grade. So we'd listen to Howard Stern on the way in. Because that's what you do with a child.
Right, yeah.
You piss in an alley, you take him to work on a loading dock, and you eat some dirty sandwiches off a fucking grease truck, and say,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
that's how you go, and you earn a fucking living, kid. But that my beef with that was like, if it wasn't for that, my generation and probably many others, like talk radio, like what we do here too, it actually helps people. We have a dialogue, and without that, most people don't want to watch fucking I Love Lucy after the fucking 3,000th time. You get it. All right, it's fucking white noise at the end.
And,
and you evolve. You start. People get pissed with Jon Stewart when he was big. Oh, you get your politics from him? No shit, because he's the one that could actually make some sense of it, make a joke of it,
and
whether
you
you
can
agree
relate
with
to
it
it.
politically or not. You know what I mean?
What
You
else
need
too?
the
I mean, there was
dialogue.
Imus. Howard came after Imus.
Oh yeah, they used to come right after each other.
And what was the other guy? Greaseman.
Greaseman.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Greaseman. I remember
And then
Greaseman.
even if you want to go
He
even
was
further,
funny as
like
fuck.
Dr. Demento, like
Yeah.
my dad
Yeah,
was a
that's
kid,
true.
My dad too. Yeah, loved Dr. Demento. So yeah,
But
not
so
everything's
you
original.
understood that kid was trying to say that we just do 4 hours ripping off of Opie and Anthony.
He's a douche. Listen, the point, I like to get off topic unintentionally, because I fucking talk for God knows what reason, but Opie and Anthony, they used to have when they had their run-ins with Hoo, about oh, you're ripping off Howard. Everybody, because Howard always insisted, but that was Howard's gimmick. Oh, they're all ripping me off. I get it. Oh, I'm the king of everything, but what's his name? What was that old dude's name that just recently died? That was like doing radio since like.
I know who
Casey.
Casey.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
not Casey Kasem, the
No.
other fucking guy. That's, like he basically only does like 2 minutes a week now, but he still
Wolfman
gets
Jack?
like a. No. I'll think of it later. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's the guy that was like the original millionaire fucking radio guy. And then you had Howard that just blew it up, and it was great. When I was a kid, that was the thing. That's what we had. And then when I was in college, we had Opie and Anthony.
I remember even Dice on O&A, commenting about Howard. Like, there's a big enough audience for both you guys.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
also
a
remember
problem.
on Opie and Anthony when Dice against Dice arguing with each other when Anthony would do the Dice voice. I think I said that one other time when I was here.
Got you last was like, I think. the
It's
very
mine
beginning
now.
of the two. He would call and then he'd just scream, "Got you last," and he'd hang up and they'd go back and forth for like a half an hour or more. "Got you last," and they would just keep hanging up on each other.
Oh man.
Alan also said he calls the writer being a gentleman. The writer, the ball bag on the shoulder.
Right. I was trying to remember what.
on,
Nice.
man.
Is today Weird Fetish Day or something? I was sitting in my office. That's literally, well, I mean, mostly because of me bringing it up, but bringing up docking and the Bill Cosby sweater and women parties.
Cosby sweater, yeah. There you go.
We should have a Bill Cosby sweater show. That'd be awesome.
No,
I'll
not that.
down
I'm
for
talking
that.
about the fetish of it.
There's a
Who's
Bill
going
Cosby
to?
sweater
Who's
fetish?
going to? Yeah.
Really? I thought we just
What-
wear
yeah.
like awful like.
No,
wait,
it
like,
gets even
it's
better.
in pornos? Like,
yes.
hold on.
Here, you want me to explain this?
Oh, please do.
All right,
tired
it's
of
where
doing it
one
today.
it's two people and one person eats lots and lots of colorful breakfast cereal like
Fruity
Trix, Fruity Pebbles, Lucky Charms, stuff like that. and then they proceed to regurgitate it on top of the chest of the other person. So
Of
it
their
looks
life mate.
Yes, so it looks like a
Bill
Cosby
Cosby
sweater.
sweater.
You're giving him ideals for
Oh
bits.
my
That's not
God.
good. I'm not doing that.
No,
will.
but
That or shit on the floor.
but any ladies willing to come into the studio, I will definitely offer my Bill Cosby sweater to you. I think Pete will as well.
If we can find a girl that's fucked up to do it, I'll totally.
But in
do it.
this
If we
town,
can find
yeah, we
one
can.
under 200, Pete will be the recipient.
Hey, you can find a Tuckerton,
it.
what are they, Tuckerton
Yeah.
broad or something.
We'll go over to Mr. Casino. This gotta be
Oh
somebody.
yeah, because there's nothing but classy broads in the
Yeah.
Mystic Casino.
Yep.
Just gotta be missing teeth.
They all are. I think.
I don't think you're gonna find one in there that's got all her teeth.
No. If they do, they're
God
like,
bless America.
They're the prom queen.
She's probably sitting on a throne in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Or dragging her husband out.
Yeah, that's true. We made a wrong
Alright, you've
turn.
been here too long, son of a bitch. You're wasting all my money. Alright, I'm going fishing. I'm going crabbing then. It's fucking October. Where you going?
All right, we're gonna take a quick break.
Yep. All right, guys. We will be back in about 5 minutes.
Yes, we will. Fuck
Okay. I
yeah.
didn't know if you had
Robin
something
Slim
else.
Show.
Robin
All
Slim
right.
Show. Robin Slim